Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mitesh Gala. Welcome to Rough Book, a learning companion.
Hi guys, we are starting with circles exercise 17C and we are under the last part. This is the second part. I had broken it into two parts. We've got three guests with us over here and they're going to help us to make this session a little bit interactive. Can you guys please introduce yourself? The one in green please.
So I'm Arush Bhakar from class 10.
Great. The one in blue
Hello everyone, I'm Aditya from class 10.
and the one in yellow.
I am Shubhayan from class 10.
Okay, welcome all three of you all, and we'll try and do a interactive session. At any point of time, if you guys have any doubts, feel free to ask. That will help all the viewers also to understand what the doubts are. So we are starting with sum number 14. So when you look at question number 14 guys, when you look into your book, you will find out that there is an angle bisector given, that is AF, which is bisecting angle BAD. Alright, and your target is to prove that EF is equal to FC. Now EF and FC are right at the bottom, the two parts, alright, and if you connect it with EC, it becomes a small tiny triangle out over there, EFC. So if you want to prove EF is equal to FC, that means you'll have to prove the two base angles equal. So we'll just magnify this triangle slightly. You guys also can do it on your paper. EFC. So we want the two base angles to be equal. That's what our target is. If we can do that, then EF will be equal to FC. Now how are we going to do this? So we are supposed to prove these two base angles equal. So think about some property that will help us to connect the two dots, the two black dots, that is BAF and DAF, to be connecting with the two base angles of triangle EFC. So any one of you would like to try any one part at least?
So,
Yes, Shubhayan, go ahead.
so when we notice for EF, we have the angle BEF, and for FC, we have the angle BCF. So these two angles are inscribed within the same chord.
Super,
which
bullseye,
gives us-
bullseye. Yeah, that's the bullseye what he is given. It's very difficult to identify this, but this guy has actually pointed it out well. So if you look at it carefully, BAC, I'm just drawing it over here, sorry, BAF is one angle and BCF, both angles are basically inscribed in the same arc. So at least these two mountains that we can identify are equal to each other. So one dot becomes equal to the other dot, that is BAF and BCF. Now can we connect DAF to CEF somehow? And the lines are parallel. That's one of the clue if you can pick up, that is AD parallel to BC. So if anyone else wants to pick up this one, Balan or Bhakar, would you like to try? Can you see those parallel lines out over there? So can you pick that up and that will help you probably. Yes, Bhakar. You want to try? DAE. Can you see that, Bhakar? DAE. Is it equal to some angle out over there? AEB. Can you give us the reason, Bhakar, why is it equal? DAE equals to AEB.
Alternate angles because AD is parallel to
Absolutely.
BC.
Absolutely, alternate. And then how would you connect this further? Obviously by vertically opposite angle, that is AEB equals to CEF. Can we see those two vertically opposite angles? And therefore all four angles get connected to each other. So how would your steps be? So your step 1, you're going to say angle BAF. Please listen guys so that you can start writing and let's see whether we can reach today. So first is angle BAF is equal to angle BCF. Write entire statement, angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. Then you will say DAE equals to AEB, alternate angles, and then AEB equals to CEF, vertically opposite angles. Finally, therefore CEF is equal to ECF from whatever points that we've written, and therefore triangle is an isosceles triangle, and therefore EF is equal to FC. Can you start writing on your own, and even I will start and then we will match in the end. So I will continuously speak so you can listen to what I am saying. Alright, so let's begin. Angle BAE, or you can say BAF, is equal to BCF. I want the entire statement repeated by Balan. Can you? What is the reason for this, Balan? BAF equals to BCF.
So because
Angles inscribed
angles inscribed in the same chord.
same arc
Ah,
are congruent. So same arc,
Angles.
therefore they are congruent. Yeah. So BAF becomes equal to BCF. The next one, DAE is equal to AEB. That will be vertically opposite angles. And then we can say AEB is equal to CEF, vertically opposite angles. Oh, here I made a mistake, it's alternate angles, I'm sorry. So now if you look at the three angles that we've written, okay, whatever is common in your head, cancel that. So AEB can be cancelled, right? And then BAF stays there, DAE. So we have to write one more fourth step where we are going to say BAF is equal to DAE, and this is given. So now in these four steps that we've written, whatever is common, just cancel it. So BAF in your head, not actually. AEB, DAE. So what is left? That is BC. What is left? That is BCF is equal to, this got cancelled. One second. This cancels, and this cancels. So what is left is BCF and CEF. From 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these four parts help us to get BCF and CEF. So write IE to write correct angle. So for BCF we will say CEF and ECF and CEF. Alright, so 7th step, therefore EF is equal to FC. So we get the first part. When you get the first part, just put a box to that. Now for the second part, BF is equal to DF. How are you going to get BF is equal to DF? Any clue on this one? You just right now got EF equals to FC. Now for BF and DF, how are you going to work this out? Any clue? Three of you want to try anything on this?
So we can say arc BF will be equal to arc DF, and hence BFL is equal to DF.
Yeah, that's perfect, Bakar. So what you're going to do is just 3 steps. So listen to the 3 steps so you can write on your own. Step 1, angle BAF equals to angle DAF given. Step 2, therefore arc BF equals to arc DF. Reason would be congruent angles subtend congruent arcs. And step 3, therefore chord BF equals to chord DF. And you will say congruent arcs subtend congruent chords. Are you getting it? So that's how we will get this. Shubhan, would you like to repeat this? How will you prove BF is equal to DF? Step 1.
Sir, actually, I have a question about this.
Yeah, tell me what is the question?
How do you know that angle BAF is equal to angle DAF?
It's given in the question already that AF is the bisector, and therefore those two angles are equal. Got it? So since the two angles are equal, therefore two arcs are equal, and since arcs are equal, therefore the chords are equal. Okay, so let's write last 3 steps. Come on, step number 8. I want everyone to write this. Come on, pause your video, try on your own, and you guys don't need to pause, you can start writing right away. So let's begin. So we will say angle BAF is equal to angle DAF. Reason given, and therefore arc BF is equal to arc DF. Full statement, congruent angles on circumference subtend congruent arcs. 10th, therefore we can say that chord BF is equal to chord DF. Reason would be congruent arcs subtend congruent chords. And final step 11, therefore BF is equal to DF. And there we go with the first question. So I hope we managed to get this first question. Yeah, it's slightly different, but it's important from exam point of view. The 3 of you all, could you manage this? Followed this? Yeah?
Yes.
Can I see your thumb? Perfect. Let's go to the next one, sum number 16. 16 is an interesting one and it's simple. I'm pretty sure you guys will manage this one. Alright, they have given in 16th one QR is 3 times of RS is equal to 6. So QR is 6, RS, how much would RS be, Balan?
So RS will equal to 2 centimeters.
Perfect, because 6 divided by 3, so we've got RS. Your question is find the perimeter of quadrilateral PQRS. So how shall we find the entire quadrilateral? So three sides are already known. Only thing that is left is PS. Wow, all three hands go up, guys. On your side, are you also raising a hand? Brilliant. I am really happy about it. Yes, Balan, how will we find PS?
So firstly, since we have PQ and QR, we can use Pythagoras theorem, and find PR. And again,
But why Pythagoras? There is no 90 degree as such.
So when two lines are drawn from two ends of a diameter and they meet anytime.
No. That's not the correct statement. The correct statement would be, come on guys, do you know it? Okay,
Angle
that's
PQ
perfect.
will be 90 degrees because angle.
Yeah, but why 90? Yes, angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. Wow, the viewers know it. That's good, guys. So it says angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. That's the statement. But Balan, your logic is absolutely correct. We'll find PR and then we'll go into the other triangle PRS. Say this one also is 90 PSR. Again, the same reason, angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle, and this time you will be able to find PS. Come on, let's hit it, guys. Are you finding that first, the three of you all, or whether I am going to find it, but with all steps to be written, okay? So step 1, I would say angle PQR is equal to 90. Reason, angle, full statement you need to write, don't cheat. Angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. And therefore PQ plus QR is equal to PR, Pythagoras theorem. So PQ is 7, QR is 6 is equal to PR. So that should be 49 plus 36 is equal to PR. And therefore we can say PR square is equal to 85. Leave it as it is as 85. No need to even write root 85 because in the next part any which ways you are going to use PR square. Did you guys also get 85, the three of you all? Brilliant. So let's go for the next part. So in triangle PSR, again angle PSR equals to 90. Reason would be angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. So please write the entire statement. And then PR square is equal to PS plus SR by Pythagoras. So we already have this as 85. PS is unknown and SR is 2. So that should be 81 ka root as PS. So I am pretty sure everyone has got PS as 9 centimeters. Did you get the same 9? Yeah? Three of you all? Perfect. But that's not your final answer. The final answer would be step 10, perimeter of quadrilateral PQRS. That would be 7 plus 6 plus 2 plus 9. Shubhan, give me the answer. Shubhan is still calculating. Perfect, 24. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Great job. I hope you're getting these sums. They're simple, right? Let's go to the next one. Sum number 19. 19 is a lovely question. You've got to find A, B and C, the three parts, and you're going to use most of the properties right away. 6243 is given to you already. So let's first chase for small alphabet A. Any of you would like to try? Yeah, Shubhan's already raising his hand. Yes, Shubhan, go ahead.
So we can say that in quadrilateral ABDE, the angle BDE is equal to 180 minus 62 because of the property of cyclic quadrilateral.
Okay. But that will not help you to get A. That will help you to get C probably. How will you get A?
So what I was thinking is that C is easier, so can't we get it in the other order?
Yeah, you can get it, but right now I want you to get A. Yes, Balan.
So we can say that angle ABD plus angle AED is equal to 180 degrees.
But before that you are going to find what? Angle AEC, right? And then you will say. Perfect. So first we are going to take triangle ACE. Absolutely. We are first going to find in triangle ACE, get this angle AEC, and then say opposite angles are supplementary. So come on, hit it, get me A first. Then we'll talk about B and C as well. So step 1, in triangle ACE, I will say angle CEA is equal to 180 minus 62 minus 43. And therefore angle CEA should be 105. So 75. Did you get it? 75 CEA? Yeah. And therefore angle ABD plus CEA is equal to 180. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Please write the entire statement, otherwise you will lose marks. So now A plus 75 equals to 180. Anybody got A already? Shout out the answer if you got it. Perfect, that's right, 105. Now for the second part C, guys, we already have a property. If ABDE is a cyclic quadrilateral, then C is the exterior angle. So what's the property? Anyone knows? Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral
is equal
yes
to the interior opposite angle.
Perfect, it's equal to its interior opposite angle, so that directly becomes 62. So you don't have to find opposite angles as supplementary and then linear pair. We can directly say C is equal to 62. Got it, Shubhayan, now? So you can directly say C is equal to angle BAE and state the reason. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to its interior opposite angle, and therefore C becomes 62. Come on, now who's giving me the last one? How will I get B? Very simple. Yes, Balan, come on, give it.
So we will take triangle ABF and add all the angles to equal to 180 degrees. And we know
Perfect, that's one way. Can you think of any other way? What he said is absolutely right. Take ABF and angle some property, you get B. Is there any other way out? Yes, Balan again.
So just like how we found C by doing the exterior angle property, we can find angle DEF in the same way, and then we'll get all the we'll get 2 out of 3 angles in DEF. And we can
Okay, that's also a correct method, but a lengthy method. The easiest one would be take triangle DEF and say that CEA is the exterior angle. So exterior angle equals to sum of remote interior angles. The name of the property is remote interior angle theorem, right? So what I am going to use is angle DEA is equal to EDF plus DFE and write the reason as remote interior angle theorem. So now what I can do is directly say DEA, step number 10. So DEA is 75 is equal to 62 plus B, and I can directly get B is equal to 13 degrees. Did you get the same answer, 13 degrees, guys? Wow, that's good. This is a good question from exam point of view, because usually I have seen in boards sums like this in section A. So you must practice these type of sums. Let's go on to the next one. Sum number 20. Okay, so here we go with the 20th one. They have given you that this exterior angle BCE is 80. So already the hint is there that exterior angle equals to its interior opposite. We knew that. First target CAD. Very simple. I have already given you the hint. Yes, Bakar, come on, hit it.
So we can say 80 degrees, 25 plus that angle, and we get that is 55.
Perfect. He says BCE is 80. So BAD also will be 80. Exterior angle equals to its interior opposite. And if this entire is 80, this is 25. So the remaining will be 55. That's perfect. So let's get CAD first. Then we'll talk about CBD. Come on, everybody. So my step 1, BCE is equal to angle BAD. Write the entire reason. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to its interior opposite angle, and therefore angle BAD is equal to 80. And now I will say therefore angle CAD is equal to 80 minus 25. So how much did you get it as? 55, is it? So we get the angle as 55 degrees, right? How many of you all got 55? Can I have your hands going up? Okay, that's good. Let's go for the next one. CBD. CBD is over here. And how shall I get this CBD? It's very simple. Come on, 2 mountains. I have given you the clue. Yes, Bakar, hit it and tell me, how will you get CBD?
angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent, so both are 55.
Absolutely correct. CBD will be equal to CAD because angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent. So let's write that. So CBD is equal to CAD is equal to 55. Reason angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. Write the entire statement, otherwise you will lose your marks in the exam. If you cannot still identify, I am just drawing it over here. The two mountains CAD and CBD. So both inscribed in same arc, so both are 55. Last one, ADC. So I got this 55, I have got this 55, this is 80. Now last one, ADC. Come on, anyone would like to try ADC? Wow, people are already going hands up. Shubhan, what's wrong with you? Yes, Balan, come on.
So we have already got angle BCD. So we can say that ADC is equal to angle BCD, and angle BCD is equal to 180 minus BCE. And
Balan, I think that is going to be very, very lengthy. Can we find an easier method? Directly look at the two parallel lines and that gives you the clue straight away. Can we say that BAD and ADC is equal to 180 co-interior angles and directly finish it off? Yeah? Are you all getting it? That's the easiest way, I believe. So come on, let's write it. BAD plus ADC is equal to 180 co-interior angles. Balan, what you said was correct, but I believe we need to save our time. So that's the easiest method what I feel right now I know about. So my step 8, therefore angle ADC will be 180 minus 80. How much did you get? 90?
100.
How much did you get? 100. Okay, I was just checking up on you. 100 is correct. I have written 100 only over here. I wanted to see if anyone's just copying out over there. So that's 100 and that's perfect. So we got this one as well. Let's go to the next one. Sum number 21. Come on, hit it guys. 21 is one of my favorite. I am giving you 30 seconds to just read, understand, pause the video, think about it and then come back. 100% you will get it. They say that CP is the bisector. Your target is to prove that DP is the bisector. So how are you going to prove that this DP is the bisector? You have to prove these two green dots equal. So the green dots here are angle ADP and BDP. Very simple. Just identify it and you're sorted. Oh wow, Shubhan's already there. Okay, Bhakar's also there. What about Balan? Okay, we'll give a chance to Shubhan. Yes, Shubhan, go ahead.
So we have 3 steps. The first would be angle ACP is equal to angle ADP because they're inscribed in the same arc. Then we have...
Superb, just hold on. ACP and ADP, I've just drawn them over here. Can you see this black dot is equal to this green dot? So I'm putting the both of them as black right now. Okay, angles inscribed in same arc. Yes, Shubhan, go ahead now.
Then we have angle PCB is equal to angle PDB, and because they're equal, then that means that DP bisects ADB.
Okay, again he says PCB, the black, and the green PDB, angles inscribed in same arc. I hope these two diagrams help you to understand. Since both black are equal to both green, therefore both green are also equal. So I guess only 4 steps. Your step 1, listen carefully so you can write and you don't need to copy. Step 1, angle ACP equals to angle ADP, angles inscribed in same arc. Step 2, angle PCB equals to PDB, again angles inscribed in same arc. And step 3, just connect the two from 1 and 2 and that's it. So I think only 3 steps you should be sorted. Come on, let's write it. So angle ACP is equal to angle ADP, and we'll write the second one also, that is PCB is equal to PDB, and write the reason together. Angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. And then we'll write the third step where we will state that ACP is equal to PCB. This is given. And now if you carefully look at these 3 steps, whatever gets cancelled, you cancel it and you're sorted. So ACP gets cancelled in our head, PCB gets cancelled. What is left is ADP is equal to PDB. and you can write from 1, 2 and 3, and finally we can say therefore DP bisects angle ADB. So just put a box to it and you're sorted. Yeah, that's perfect, Shubhan. Thank you. Really a good one. Did you think about this earlier, Shubhan, or you just right now got it?
I thought of it right now. Earlier when I tried doing it, I
Wow,
didn't get the question.
that's good. That's good. Very good observation. I'm really happy about it. Okay, the next one, 23rd. 23rd also is a good question. A good question from exam point of view also. You've been given this as 30 and 70. The most important thing is AD is equal to BC. Your first target BCD. How are you going to get this one? Come on. If you get this, any three of you are right over there. I'm just throwing a challenge to you people. I'll be seriously impressed. Come on, give it to me. I'm giving you 10 seconds to think. BCD. Yes, Bhakar, you want to try? Go ahead, Bhakar.
Yes, so we can say angle DAC will be 70 degrees because inscribed in the same arc, and similarly angle
Bhakar, that's bullseye. Seriously bullseye. I'm very much impressed. He says DAC equals to DBC. Can you see that? Angles inscribed in same arc. DAC, DBC. Yeah. So once you get this, you are sorted because this total will be 100, and then just say opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary and you get BCD. Come on, let's write BCD. Let's get it as 80. Then we'll talk about the second part. Come on, let's hit it. So number one, I would say angle DAC is equal to angle DBC. Reason would be angles inscribed in same arc are congruent, and therefore angle DAC is equal to 70. Therefore angle DAB is 70 plus 30, that is 100, and therefore angle BCD plus DAB equals to 180. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, and we managed to get our first part, that is BCD as 80. Brilliant. Let's think about the second part. We got this 80. Let's write it. BCA. This is simple. I am 100% sure you should manage this one. BCA. Come on, any one of you three guys, can you get me BCA? Yes, Balan?
So we can say that AD is equal to BC because ABCD is an isosceles trapezium.
Perfect.
And AB is parallel to DC. Hence,
AD is not parallel to BC. That's parallel thing is not given. They never said any sides are parallel over here.
Oh, sorry, sir. I said that by mistake. And hence, angle BAC is equal to angle DCA, and angle DCA is equal to 30 degrees. Hence, we can say that angle BCA is equal to BCD minus DAC, which is 18 minus 30.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. He says, pay attention to this one. This is a lovely property. AD is equal to BC, congruent chords, subtend congruent angles on the circumference. So these are the two angles we are talking about, and therefore if this is 30, this also is 30. From 80 we subtract 30 and we straight away get BCA as 50. Come on, let's write this, get the second part, and then we'll move on to the third one. So first I will say chord AD equals to chord BC, and therefore angle for AD I will say angle DCA is equal to angle BAC. Congruent chords subtend congruent angles on circumference. Yeah, so once we got these two, we can straight away say that this angle is also 30, that is DAC. So step 8, therefore angle DCA, sorry not DAC, DCA is 30, and finally we can say BCA 80 minus 30, that becomes 50. So step 9, we at least got the second part. Now for the third part, ABC. Now you already got two parts of the triangle as 30 and 50. So angle sum property, I will get this third one straight away. So therefore ABC. Any three of you all, did you get the answer already? Nobody? Not yet? Yes, say.
Oh.
Yes, say.
So 100.
The answer would be 100 degrees.
Superb. These guys are super intelligent, huh? I must say that. It's 100 and that's absolutely perfect. If you are also getting the answer, you're also super intelligent. Next one, ADB, the last part. Very simple. Come on, who's giving this to me? First hand goes up by Shubhayan. Yes, tell me.
So we have already found angle ACB, which is 50 degrees.
Absolutely.
And because they're inscribed with the same arc, that's why that is also 50.
Absolutely. Angles inscribed in same arc are congruent and therefore this is going to be 50. That is angle ADB is equal to 50 degrees. And we get our last part to this triangle, and that's amazing. Guys, you guys are really rocking and you are doing really well. I'm talking about you, the viewers who are getting it and not cheating. These guys obviously are good, but you all also. Let's go to the next one, 24th. There you go. It's a 2016 board question, and let's see if you can hit this absolutely correct. The first target, before that, they've given these two lines are parallel. This angle is 32. Alright. Your first target, OBD. Damn simple. Just think about it how you're going to get. OBD. Anybody? Any three of you all would like to try? Balan, it seems as if you already solved these sums. Huh? You're getting most of them. I'm seriously impressed. Yes, Balan, go ahead.
So because of the alternate angle property, ODB is equal
Perfect.
to CDB.
ODB equals to DBC alternate, and then you can say isosceles triangle, base angles equal, so therefore 32. So come on, let's get at least the first one, 32. Then we'll talk about the next one. So directly say ODB is equal to DBC is equal to 32. Reason would be alternate angles, and then say in triangle OBD, OB equals OD, radii of same circle, and therefore base angles are equal. So therefore we will say angle OBD equals to ODB equals to 32. So we managed to get our first answer straight away. Now for the next one, AOB, very simple. Who's picking this up? Yes, Shubhayan.
So we have angle OBD and we have angle OBC. So angle OBC is 64 degrees, and with the alternate angles property,
that will be slightly far. You have two easier methods. The first one, the easiest one, just say that AOB is double of ADB. Angle at the center, double the angle on circumference and get it as 64 straight away. Got it? The second one could be AOB equals to OBD plus ODB, remote interior angle theorem. But that is still far. The easiest one is AOB double of ADB. Getting it, Shubhayan, now? Yeah, that's the easiest one. So AOB double of ADB, angle at center is double the angle on circumference subtended by same arc. In the exam, you are expected to write full statement. Right now, you may not, but in the exam, if you forget, you will lose marks. So AOB becomes 64 degrees. That's our second one. Now for the last one, BED. Very simple. Come on, who's picking this up? Bhakar, I want you to try this. BED.
Now a lengthier method, so you can say in triangle OAB, ON, OB are both the radius.
Okay.
You can find angle
And then angles in same arc. That's correct. That's a correct method. Let's see if anyone else has an easier method. Shubhan, you have easier or the same? Yes, Shubhan.
So it's slightly different. I don't know if it's easier. You have O as the center, so you know BOD, and because the angle BED will be half.
Perfect. In fact, even I would prefer that one only. First get this BOD linear pair and then say BOD is double of BED and you get BED straight away. That's easier and faster. But what Bhakar said is also correct. So what we guys understand from these type of sums is you might have multiple solutions. You have to pick up the one which is the easiest and the fastest. So let's hit it. Angle BOD 180 minus 64. So that should be 116, is it? 60, 70, 80. Yeah, 116. And therefore BOD is double of BED. Again, angle at the center, double the angle on circumference. And therefore step 9, BOD, we already got as 116 divided by 2 is BED. So how much did you get, guys? BED? No, 58 is absolutely correct. That was 2016 board question. So if you're getting it, you're already prepared for the boards. Keep it up, guys. Let's go to the next one. The last question of this chapter, sum number 25. 25 is really simple. Let's see. Let's have a race round between these three guys. So the moment I ask the question, the hand which goes up first, I will ask them. Shubhan, not now. Once I ask the question, don't cheat. Alright. So first one, BCD. Yes. Who's giving me the answer? Shubhan, that was quick. Tell me how much.
So we have angle DAE which is 70 degrees. Then immediately we can get that the opposite angle in a
Cyclic quadrilateral.
opposite
Yeah.
interior angle.
Yeah. So the statement, what is the correct statement? The statement would be exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to its interior opposite angle. And therefore this is going to be 70 degrees. So that's what we get the first one. How to get it 70? DAE exterior equals to its interior opposite as 70. BOD, come on, who's giving me the second one? BOD, Shubhan already hand up. Yes, Balan.
So we can say that BCD is equal to half BOD, and since we already found BCD,
So 140. Yes. Angle at the center, double the angle on circumference. Last one, Bakar, come on, give it. OBD.
OB and OD are radii of the same circle, so isosceles property.
Super. Radar, same circle, so base angles are equal. These three guys at the end of this chapter have become pro. I hope you guys are also getting all the sums on your own. Come on, let's write it and finish it off quickly. So first one, BCD is equal to DAE, exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral congruent to its interior opposite angle. Shortcuts not allowed, abbreviations not allowed. Please write full statements. Right now I'm writing just to save time. So therefore BCD becomes 70. That's our first angle that we wanted. The next one, BOD, double of BCD, angle at center, double the angle on circumference. By now I'm sure you've already got all these properties. So BOD double of 70, so that makes it 140. So we got the second one. And now for the last one, in triangle OBD, you can say OB equals to OD, radii of same circle, and therefore base angles are equal. That is OBD equals to ODB equals to X. So we can say X plus 140 equals to 180. So X becomes 20, and therefore last step, ninth one, angle OBD is equal to 20 degrees. Three of you all, were you able to write the entire sum on your own? Yeah, that's great. Okay, so homework time, guys. I want you to do sum number 14, 17, 20, 22 and 25. I have repeated the sums, few of them, so that once you do them really well on your own, you should be very much confident about it then.
Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with the Rough Book, our learning companion.